Some days feel heavy, nothing satisfies, nothing feels right. Other days feel light, full of motivation, direction, purpose. But progress doesn't come from clinging to one and avoiding the other. The strongest mind is the one that accepts both. So today I'd like to take a few minutes to talk about the topic of how we can go through high and lows without losing direction. This past Sunday, I was feeling off. I had an afternoon where I felt completely drained. My mind was restless, and even though I could have used a break, I kept thinking about everything I should still do for work, for the YouTube channel, to stay consistent and not to fall behind. At the same time, a dear friend of mine was going through a tough moment. He's been under pressure at work and he's on the verge of burnout. He was writing me, sharing how low he felt and how he couldn't understand why it was hitting so hard. And this made me reflect. Sometimes we reach these moments where we feel we're being crushed. And what makes it worse is when we try to escape the feeling, when we reach for distractions, or we start compulsively thinking or overworking. Anything to not feel what we are feeling. But if we cover it up, it doesn't go away. It stays under the surface, and when it comes back, it usually comes back harder. Some days feel heavy, nothing satisfies, nothing feels right. Other days feel light, full of motivation, direction, purpose. But progress doesn't come from clinging to one and avoiding the other. The strongest mind is the one that accepts both, that feels joy but doesn't assume it will always last, that feels sadness but doesn't believe it means something is broken. Both are temporary. And if today you're feeling one side, it's almost certain that in a later moment you will feel something from the other side of the spectrum. Joy will fade, so will discouragement. So we don't need to fight them. We don't need to believe them too much either. But most of all, we don't need to cover them up. When we feel low, instead of numbing it, we can leave the feeling there as it is and just bring awareness into that moment. Because that's what will make it useful. If the path you're walking is one that truly matters to you, if it aligns with what you deeply care about, then the most important thing is not to force progress every single day. It's to stay close to it, even on those days when you can't move forward. To accept that some days are slower, unclear, or heavy. And to trust that the moment will pass and you will find yourself ready to continue. And the mind that can walk through both joy and suffering without attaching to either, that's the mind that becomes clear, that is never trapped in any moment, and that will use each moment to grow. So now I'm done with today's reflection. I'll go get changed.